may not be thrilled with George Lucas's constant tinkering with the Star Wars saga, but admit it, you still want to know how good it looks in high definition. If you can get past blinking Ewoks and that now famous you're still in for a treat. Building on the restoration already done for the 2004 re-release, the folks at Lucasfilm have gone back and punched up the audio and video even more, creating the best-looking and best-sounding version of the original trilogy since it first hit theaters in 1977. For a space opera that wasn't meant to stand the test of time, the 3 original Star Wars films hold up surprisingly well, even if they aren't the versions we grew up with. All of the controversial tweaks from that last release are still there, from Greedo shooting first to that awful musical number in Jedi. If you can't watch those versions without composing strongly worded letters to George Lucas in your head, you can always go back to those VHS and DVD copies, but you'll be missing out on a beautiful picture and some intense wall-shaking sound. The changes in the prequels have been better received by fans, but maybe that's because fans don't care as much. The most noticeable change is the new Cgi Yoda in Phantom Menace, replacing the puppet version that was kind of creepy anyway. Phantom Menace turns out to be the most disappointing of the films in this set in more ways than one. It's softer and has less detail than the 2 later prequels. Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith were shot in HD, so they're far more impressive in their presentations, with Sith being the standout movie of the saga. Besides the 6 films with audio commentaries, you get 3 discs of bonus features. The first 2 archive discs, divided into the prequel films and the original films, contain interviews, concept art, and incredibly detailed 360 close-ups of costumes and props. Fans might be especially interested in the unreleased deleted scenes from all 6 films.
Good to see you fully functional again.
Thanks, 3PO.
Relax now.
Arthur expresses his relief also.
I'll be back later.
Leia.
The third disc is full of documentaries, including 90 minutes of Star Wars spoofs, with every single mention of Star Wars and pop culture ever. If you buy the trilogy separately, you'll get the archive disc, but this material is exclusive to the Complete Saga set. With the exception of Revenge of the Sith, the films don't look like they were made yesterday, but that's okay. It only adds to the nostalgia factor. This may not be the best Blu-ray you've ever seen, but it is the best Star Wars Blu-ray you're ever going to watch. That is, until they go back and convert them all to 3D. If the unaltered versions had been included, this would have been a must-buy for every Star Wars fan, but since they're not, it comes down to added value you get from the special features, like the deleted scenes, and the improved quality of the video and audio. For us, it's a no-brainer, but your mileage may vary. We give Star Wars an 8 out of 10. For more coverage, including our in-depth review, check out blu-ray.ign.com.